And I had a lot of tariffs on a lot of different countries, but in particular China. We took in hundreds of billions of dollars, and we had no inflation. In fact, when I handed it over, they didn't have inflation for a year and a half. They went almost 2 years.
Expectations for widespread clemency were further raised when President-elect Donald Trump stated in an interview that aired on Sunday that he would pardon rioters involved in the Capitol Hill attack on January 6, 2021, right on his first day in office.
Promised to pardon those who attacked the Capitol on January 6th. Are you still vowing to follow through with that promise?
We're looking at it right now, most likely, yeah.
On NBC News Meet the Press with Kristen Welker, Trump responded that he's going to be acting very quickly, the first day, when asked when he intended to pardon his supporters who were accused of being involved in the attack that was intended to reverse his 2020 election loss. Trump told Welker that if the people had been radical or crazy during the assault, which injured over 140 police officers and resulted in multiple fatalities, there might be some exceptions to his pardons.
Those people have suffered long and hard. And there may be some exceptions to it. I have to look. But, if somebody was radical, crazy, there might be some people from Antifa there.
Trump did not rule out pardoning the more roughly 900 defendants who had previously entered guilty pleas, including those who were charged with using violence during the attack, but he characterized the prosecutions of his supporters as fundamentally corrupt.
Look, I know the system. The system's a very corrupt system. They say to a guy, you're going to go to jail for 2 years or for 30 years. And these guys are looking, their whole lives have been destroyed. For 2 years, they've been destroyed. But the system is a very nasty system.
Trump declared that he will examine everything thoroughly. His team is going to scrutinize individual cases. After Trump takes office on January 20th, there will probably be even greater anticipation for widespread action as a result of his remarks, which are his most in-depth on the subject of pardons since he defeated Vice President Kamala Harris in the election on November 5th. Longtime supporter of respondents charged of the uprising, Suzanne Monk, told Reuters that he keeps putting out the public message even closer to what the J6 community is asking for, which is clemency for all of the January 6ers. In the past week, January, 6 prisoners and their supporters have been hoping for widespread mercy after President Joe Biden reversed his promise not to meddle in his son's criminal cases by pardoning his son Hunter. Trump will probably take benefit from Biden's claim that Hunter should be pardoned because he was the target of political persecution to support his mass pardons. Professor Kimberly Vela of the University of Baltimore School of Law expressed concern that granting broad amnesty to January 6, criminals might unjustly encourage inciting disturbance or even violence on a president's behalf. Vela, the author of a new book on presidential pardon power, stated, "The idea that he's going to reward people for violating the law on his behalf in connection with an effort to overthrow legitimate election outcomes, that's not precedented." At least 1,572 individuals have been accused in connection with the January 6 attack in what has been called America's largest ever criminal investigation. According to the most recent Justice Department data, 645 of those individuals have been sentenced to jail, with sentences ranging from a few days to 22 years, and more than 1,251 have been found guilty or entered a guilty plea.